Hi everyone! So I'm running a poker challenge, and basic points here are the following. I'll be playing PLO5 cash game, limits PLO60 to PLO200. The marathon will end upon reaching one of three conditions. 300,000 hands played, which approximately gonna happen by the end of the year, $30,000 won, or $15,000 lost. If the challenge is over due to a winning condition, I will give up 30% of earnings to charity. I'm gonna share weekly reports on this YouTube channel so you could follow the fight. I will also share some thoughts on some game basics and vision and the strategy which I plan to improve week by week. Now, the first week is over. I have played about 10k hands, which costed me 40 hours of my time. And some extra time to prepare this video, of course. That's a nice distance to start with, but also quite exhausting. 4 tables of PLO5 cash are not remotely comparable to 4 tables of NLH MTTs. So, was it worth it? I played 81 sessions with the average win rate of 13 big blinds per 100 hands and won $990. That is a decent result, because that is already a win. Frankly speaking, I haven't expected much from week 1 in terms of winnings. As I discovered with the poker community, 15 to 25 bigs is a good result for a professional player. This could mean that I'm either not far from them, or my game is just up streaking. I could have run better if I missed the worst session of the week, which costed me $1,400. I've been testing some in-position bluffs, and it didn't work out. However, I almost recovered later that day. Some people start to play way more concentrated after they experience heavy losses. That would be priceless if I could engage this state of mind earlier. Anyway, I'm pretty satisfied, and not only because of the result, but also because I started questioning my game. I much better understand what I'm doing, but also I admit there are a lot of blind spots that are influencing the results heavily. The core strategy for the week was to sit tight and play low variance poker. It appeared that this game style does not radically differ from NLH cash from a complexity standpoint, and people are making so many mistakes that it becomes profitable. Okay, now let's say you have a decent hand and you're out of position. You flop second straight, but how much equity do you really have? Should you check or should you bet? What if you face a raise? Half of the deck is scary on the turn. Which of the turn cards will actually push you in trouble? Will you be able to go to the showdown? You have absolutely no info on the villain's hands or intentions. This is the usual spot and usual questions when you're out of position. You might have a nuts, but then the river pairs the board and the opponent bets. It is always a pain, especially in large pots. Imagine you have the same hand on the bottom. It would be much easier to manage this, right? All this happens because in PLO5, position is everything. It is way more important than in Texas Hold'em. Here's the comparison for in-position and out-of-position potential. You can extract more value, float, and efficiently bluff on scary cards, build a pot with a strong hand or control it with a medium hand, and easily get to the showdown in position. If you're out of position and you have some equity, you are forced to check and hope your opponent checks behind, and allows you to go to showdown. Being out of position gives you fewer options, which is a minus EV. This means that generally, you should play way tighter out of position to avoid mistakes. The important exclusion here is that the shorter your stack is, the less is the importance of position, because you have no heavy decisions on the late streets. Okay, here's my plan for week 2. Next week, I will focus more not on the quantity of hands, but on their quality. I believe every hand has an extra idea that I'm missing, and so it could have an extra value. I will switch from having multi-tabling to thorough hand analysis and check out if that impacts the performance. I have written some notes on my opponents and marked some of them, so now it will be easier for me to select tables better. That is all for today. Feel free to join the race as an observer by subscribing, or join the clubs on PPPoker and Poker Bros using the details in the description below. Thank you, wish me good luck and see you next week.